this one's hard to report on because you see a major refurbishment for a theme park attraction, you go, hey, great, progress. Maybe when that attraction comes back up, it'll be bright, shiny, and new. It'll be worth the wait. Unfortunately, that's not what happened this time around. Here from Blog Mickey. Key ride element broken at Astro Orbiter following full rebuild at the Magic Kingdom. October 16, 2025 by, I believe, Mike over there at Blog Mickey. Oh, this just breaks my heart right here. Let's get into it. Guests riding the Astro Orbiter in the 4 months since it reopened have not been getting the full experience. A key ride element has been broken for months now after working very briefly when the attraction reopened this summer. As you may remember, the Astro Orbiter was closed for more than 5 months as Disney rebuilt the entire attraction. The central lift is broken at the Astro Orbiter attraction and has been for months, according to cast members that we spoke with. The central column raises and lowers the entire attraction, above and beyond the joystick that guests control during the ride to make their rockets fly higher or lower. This means that the attraction is operating at about half height at the moment. Here's a look at the before and after the central lift stops and starts working. You can see right there, that's at full height in that central column right there. And that's where all those Astro Orbiter jets, I guess, radiate off from. You can kind of see it in the middle of your screen right here. And this is what it looks like at half height, which is no
lower
good.
Than half to me, doesn't it?
It looks lower than half to me for sure. It looks like it's right. It looks like there's no lift at all actually taking place. And for an aerial spinner, which is it really only distinguishes itself from a Dumbo because of the height actually that this specific version of this attraction actually provides. This is a big miss right here. And I bring this up because this might seem like a small thing, but this is this essential feature of this specific attraction. This was down for 5 months in order to provide us conceivably a good working attraction at the end of it. And that's not what we're getting here.
The moral of the story is when you're going to renovate a rocket ride, don't hire Obama's NASA, hire Elon's SpaceX.
I guess that's one way of looking at it right here. MJ, I want to go ahead and go to you first because you're more familiar with this attraction than I am. I believe I did write it in August of 2023 when I actually visited the resort the last time right here. And I love that this attraction is where it's at because, well, at Disneyland, it's actually not in the air anymore. It's at ground level, which is really unfortunate. But to be on this amazing tower right here and look out over, you can see Seven Seas Lagoon, you can see all of Tomorrowland, much of Magic Kingdom, you can see the Contemporary. It's awesome, but to not have this central piece working is so frustrating. I want to go ahead and hear from you. What are your thoughts about this specific story and more about the refurbishments going on at Magic Kingdom? Are they worth the wait?
Yeah, so we have a few theories on this because it's not up to its standards at all since the refurbishment and its reopening. It used to the pictures say it all. You used to be way higher. Now you're not as high. And I think after talking to cast members, we kind of came up to our own conclusion of maybe there's things that they don't want us to see that's going on, and then they'll probably later because they are aware that it doesn't reach the height and the altitude that the ride is supposed to be, but they haven't said, oh, we're going to fix it, we're working on it. They're aware of it. They're just kind of like brushing it off. They're being very nonchalant about it, which I understand because they're just cast members. You can't really put too much pressure on them. They're just making sure everyone's safe and secure and having a good day and etc. But I think that's the theory we came up with. There's probably something going on, because the altitude, like you said, you could see everything. You used to be able to see the lagoon. You used to be able to see the Contemporary. And I don't know what's going on. There's got to be a reason for this because this is not an amusement park. This is a highly, this is a theme park that is, sets the standard.
Right.
All other theme parks are watching and mimicking whatever Disney does. So this is really unacceptable. And you're paying, everyone, they raise the prices on the tickets and you're paying to have a good time. And you have these high expectations of, going on a ride and not, if you're a person, look, I understand this ride is ancient. Isn't this one of their opening day attractions?
I believe so. I mean, it had been at Tomorrowland at Disneyland since the 1950s, so
Right.
it wouldn't surprise me.
And it was
if-
basically Dumbo with rocket ships. Let's face it.
correct.
Right.
Yes.
So I mean, it's not getting when you see a commercial or an advertisement, they don't show you the Astro Orbiter, right? They show you other rides, but it's a classic nostalgic ride, and it should be taken care of. It's also, even if you don't want to go on it or you're sick of it and you've done it 1,000 times, it's still there, and you want to see it working to its full potential and operating as it should, getting the love it deserves. It is an icon. It's part of the, when you walk into Tomorrowland, you want to see it there. It's not Tomorrowland really if that attraction is not there. So I mean, I don't know. They didn't say they were going to address the issue at all. Like I said, it's being brushed off. So there's got to be something hiding that they don't want us to know about or see, all the way up there. I don't know what else to say. It's just a sad, poor excuse. You were closed for 5 months and you're not giving the guests the full experience that they are paying.
Which raises an interesting calculation question, Vash.
Please.
When we, as we often do, count, well, how many rides are there actually working at a given park? Do we give this a half? And will there be more that are of limited capacity or limited, whatever, and give them halves instead of fulls too?
See, that's why I bring this up, because I'm worried about, like, we have like Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters. I think that's what it's called over there. Maybe called something else. But anyway, the Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters equivalent at Tomorrowland down right now at Magic Kingdom, and it's going to be down for an extended period of time. Apparently there will be a lot of technical updates and so forth, but I worry about attractions like that coming back online. It's like, okay, well, is this going to work when it comes back? If you can't get the Astro Orbiter to work, which is, like we just pointed out, it's been around since the 50s, at least at Disneyland. What does that mean for other attractions? Big Thunder Mountain Railroad comes to mind as well. It's been down for all of 2025. When it comes back in 2026, is it going to be up to bar right here? I just kind of worry about that. Now, Lou, what do you think about the theory that MJ has forwarded, that perhaps this has been purposefully disabled in order to prevent sightline issues?
I don't think so. I think they never would have brought it back at full power to begin with. It isn't like they brought it back and said, oh, wait, I can see your house from here. We better put it down. But look at this picture of it in the load-unload position and compare this to that first picture of it as it currently stands, and you'll see there's no lift. None. It isn't question a halfway.
Right. Yeah. That's a very good point. They say halfway, at least Block Mickey does, but to my eye, I didn't see any lift whatsoever right there. And look,
and let's remember
please.
The design of that elevator was made to mimic Cape Canaveral, Cape Kennedy, those launch pads where the astronauts bravely went up into outer space to get in their rocket. I don't think they would have got to the moon on this one. That's all.
I don't know. Not if Disney was behind it right there. That's for sure. I remember the Skyway when it used to exist, both actually at Tomorrowland and /Fantasyland, at the Magic Kingdom, and at Disneyland. And I remember Disneyland's version, people saying like, look, they maintain the rooftops of a lot of the dark rides and buildings that you can see from that vantage point, that elevated vantage point, so that you can so that it's all show ready.
As in cleaning them once in a while, as some people have noticed from some of those bioreconstruct shots around the dismantlement of Rip Rocket at the Universal, where they've seen all the roofs are very dirty around there. Right,
exactly. So are they hiding maybe maintenance features taking place on top of rooftops and so forth? If we want to go ahead and go forward with that idea, MJ, you have to assume if you're hiding something, you're hiding it for a reason. Maybe it is just construction, right? Some people have said Rivers of America. I don't know if you can really see Rivers of America from that vantage point right there. I just don't buy that. So what are you hiding is the next question right there. Nolan, what do you think about all this?
Well, you have to give them some credit. It's such an intricate ride. I mean, it's not like there's a bunch of these copied all over across America at any little carnival, right? Like, this is literally rocket science. But no, I am just still baffled that they were working on this thing for so long. In fact, last time I was over at Disneyland, this thing was down. You could see all the pieces missing, and it was like an intricate process. And it really is such a great spectacle for Tomorrowland. Like, I think it's one of the highlights, whether you're riding or not. It just adds to the decor and it doubles up as a ride. But just having issues again. I'm not even going to pretend to say like, yeah, this is so easy. Give me a hammer and I'll go in and fix it. Because no, it's not that simple. But the reality is, this should be one of the easiest things to fix at Disney. Is this thing just that old that they can't get it right after months of repair? If I was a manager here, I would just be like, hey, this is unacceptable. We can't be having this. Like, I don't get it.
One of the things I was thinking about, what this could be really about when I was thinking about like potentials for this was, okay, maybe you took it all apart. And maybe, pieces, either you had to fabricate them yourselves or they just weren't made anymore. Maybe you updated some pieces and parts of this specific attraction right here in order to make it more affordable to refurb and maintain in the future. Sometimes you do see that. Sometimes you do see parts and pieces replaced in order to forego custom fabrication and all kinds of things. Maybe, some of those pieces failed. Or something. That could be the case.
It's the old thing where your brother-in-law fixes his car and he's so proud because he got it done and there's parts left over.
Yes, exactly. It could have been. It could have been. I could theorize that might be the case right there, but I really don't know. This is embarrassing to have a ride like Nolan said that is so ubiquitous when it comes to other theme park proprietors, amusement providers, and so forth. To not have this in working order after it just went through a, I'm sure, very expensive 5-month refurb is like I said, embarrassing. MJ, go ahead and finish us off right here. Extend your thoughts, please.
Yeah, no, it's definitely embarrassing, and we're gonna hold Disney to it. Let's see, maybe like. I like what Nolan said. If he was the manager, he'd be like, hey, what's going on? This is not okay. People are going to notice it. People are going to make comments. They already are. It was already on another news network. They were talking about it. This is because it's an iconic ride. It's been there since the day one. This is not okay. We're going to hold Disney to it and maybe wait a couple of months and see if they address the issue. It cannot stay this way. It's embarrassing. This is Disney. This is Walt Disney World. Not okay. It has to be addressed.
This is one of the most expensive theme parks now that you can actually go to, with a recent price increase pushing that bar up over $200 a day now on certain days. It is one of the most attended theme parks in the world. There is no excuse for this. Nolan, I see your little hand in there. What do you say?
All right. Well, I gotta say, I guess Disney is embracing that one song. Isn't it Moana or something? Like, it's okay not to be okay. I feel like that's the new mentality of the whole company.
Lou, I think we talked about it before. Good enough, right?
Yeah. Well, how dare you say that they're okay to be not okay? This is okay by them. They're never not okay. At half, they're 10 times better than anybody else. And don't you dare disagree, or you're a doo-doo head. I mean, that's just the corporate attitude here, and it's shameful.
$209 for a one-day ticket during the peak, and that's to go to Magic Kingdom for one day, for one ticket, one person. $209, and that's what you're gonna have.
No excuse.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.